Hey folks, welcome back to the Transplant Helper again today. My name is Jim Merle, and I just want to pause for just a moment and give you a little bit of an update about the channel, tell you about something that's coming just around the corner, something I'm extremely excited about. I know that you're going to be excited about because it's going to be yet another opportunity for you to become an even larger part of the Transplant Helper community, and then hopefully we can do that same good together of advocating, educating, and motivating you and others to be better transplant patients and to live absolutely the best life they possibly can. Now, in addition to that, if you'll stick around to the end, I'm going to tell you about a great giveaway we're about to be involved in once again. Something I've given away a number of times in the past. I'm so excited that we're going to be involved with this particular company slash product for the next little while, and I'm thrilled to be able to tell you about that, but we're going to hold off on that until the end. Before we get into either one of those things, I want to ask you, if you would, to please pause what you're doing and offer up some very special prayers on behalf of some very special people who are struggling right now, families that are struggling during difficult times, and I know they're going to be appreciative of your prayers. Now, I want to start that out by telling you that I want you to please be praying for the family of Shawn Cosgrove. Shawn was a great friend of mine, an extremely good friend of the program here. He was somebody that I really got close to over the past several years. Shawn actually received a double lung slash heart transplant about 3 or so years ago, and it was from the very beginning. I think while he was still in the hospital, he actually reached out to me through the channel. He and I become great friends, and we spent countless hours talking on the telephone, texting, messaging back and forth, visiting with one another on social media, and that sort of thing. But unfortunately, back on November the 19th, Shawn lost his battle. Shawn was a warrior. He was someone that, again, it meant a lot to me, and I know that the community as a whole really thought a lot of Shawn. He was just absolutely a great guy, just a pleasure to know, a fun guy, but he had so many battles that he faced, and at the end of everything, he just the transplant just it didn't do it. It just didn't last as long as we hoped that it would. And I'm so sorry for that. So to Shawn's family, let me please extend my greatest sympathies to you. I can't even imagine what you're dealing with right now. I know the tremendous loss Shawn was for me. I know the same, but I know there are also many great memories about this guy out there that I would actually love to hear about. If you're friends with Shawn in any other way, especially personally, I would love to hear about some of that, because a great, great guy. But again, he did pass away back on November the 19th. So let's continue to pray for that family and reach out to them and help any way that we can. In addition to that, let me ask you, if you would, to please pray for another special person. Now, he's actually doing fairly well. As a matter of fact, I think he just got out of the hospital a day or so ago. But that is Steve Barker. Steve received the gift of life back on November the 7th. And actually met with some really, really hard struggles, including the fact a blood clot ultimately caused him to have to lose part of his leg. And so he, again, the gift of life via heart transplant was wonderful, but at the same time, he's met with some really challenging struggles since. But after 72 days, I'm happy to announce he is out of the hospital and continues to do well. So please pray for Steve, as well as his wife Kathy and the rest of the family, that he will just continue to get better and better and stronger each day, and he'll have the best recovery he possibly can. And then lastly here, and I know there are many, many more that I could mention, but I do want to mention this one. Please pray for Nadine Carter. Nadine Carter had a heart transplant back on November the 25th, and she, like the others, are good friends of the program. She's an absolutely great, great lady to get to know a little bit. I've had a couple of conversations with her through the times, and I've been watching a lot of her live videos. She's been going live several times, giving updates. I know this COVID stuff and family not being able to be there and that sort of thing's been extremely hard. So she's been going live on Facebook, giving a lot of updates, and I've been pleased to say that she's made some great strides already. Obviously, any transplant patient like her going to have some struggles ahead, just like we all do. But I want you to know, Nadine, I'm certainly praying for you. The entire transplant helper community will be doing the same, and in spite of what challenges you may meet, we're here to back you on that and hopefully to encourage you through those times. So again, Steve Barker, Shawn Cosgrove, and Nadine Carter. That was out of order, but pray for those people and or their families in this time of struggle and loss. thank you for that. I know that you'll do that. That's why I even asked. But with that being said, moving on to brighter things, here on the channel, I'm excited to announce I'm going to be doing something that I've kind of sort of done in the past, but hopefully we're going to do it in a brand new way that's going to be a lot easier and a better format. I'm going to be allowing people to come on the program here just via telephone conversation. It'll be that simple, but to call in the program here and allowing people to tell their stories in their own words. Now, back when I did this before, I called it Friday's Fighter. It was a very similar format where people just tell their stories and tell their, wonderful journeys of transplant with its ups, its downs, its good, its bads, its positives, its negatives. And we're going to continue to do that. It's going to be a very honest, forthright for everything that's good, bad, and ugly about transplant we'll talk about. But again, people telling their own stories. However, when I did the program back before, the way I actually formatted that program was just simply to have people to send in videos. And then I would, discuss with them, talk with them a little bit. They would send in videos and tell their story in their own words. And that's what we would do. The issue with that was all logistical. It was just a matter of people having the equipment and the ability and the willingness to be on camera and all that. Not going to do it that way, at least for now. In the world that we're living in right now, I think it's just so much easier to make things easy and to allow us to do the best that we can when we can. And so what we're going to be doing, again, is to having people like you, and I hope that you're going to be willing to do this, basically to call me. We're going to talk, and I'm going to ask you what I think I have predetermined. I'm going to ask you basically about six, I think I've got it down to six, about six standard questions. I'll ask everybody I interview exactly the same questions. Obviously, they can give their own answers, but I'm going to be asking the same six questions, and it's going to allow us, each of us, to just tell our stories, to spread the word about transplant, to encourage and enlighten people to live the transplant life. And I know there are a lot of people right now, because I talk to them on a regular basis. I talked to, I think, 2, maybe 3 yesterday and last night, who are facing transplant right now, who, for lack of better terms, they're scared to death. They don't know what to expect. And of course, my channel has always been centered around trying to give that education, trying to give that information, trying to give that motivation to go through this transplant life and to do it successfully. But one of the ways that can be better done, even that I'm able to do, is by allowing people like you to tell your stories and to allow your stories to be that motivation, to be that education, to be, everything that it can be to help other people. So what I'm basically asking you to do, and you can do this by commenting below the video if you'd like, comment below the video and just say, Jim, I'd like to be involved. I would love to be a part of these, my story, my words, I think is what I'm going to call it. I don't know, that's not a great catchy title, but my story, my words is what we're going to be doing. And I want you to comment below and tell me you want to be involved in that. And then in some way, I think it'd be better if you reached out to me in some way, then you turn and reach out to me, send me a message, send me a text, and we'll exchange some information, whatever we need. I'll get you a copy of the questions we're going to be asking when we're able to sit down and do the interview. And again, it's a simple phone call. It's just a matter of you picking up a phone and talking for 20 or 30 minutes and sharing your story. But anyway, go ahead and comment below the video. Let me know you want to be involved, and then I'll in turn get with you so that we can text or talk back and forth and get things arranged and get this set up. And I know it's going to be absolutely fun to do. And with that being said, I'm actually going to put my personal cell phone number up here on the screen right now. So if you want to go ahead and take that down and save it to your phone, that'd be excellent too. And you can text me on that number if you want. Again, my personal number right here. Go ahead and send me a text. Let me know if you want to be involved. So excited about that. That'll be coming around the corner. We've got already a number of people wanting to be involved, and hopefully you are going to be another one of those people who are willing to tell your stories. And then lastly, I'm thrilled about this. I was contacted just, was it 3 nights ago? Contacted by the VOGMASK company again. And as many of you already know, I've been sponsored kind of sort of by the VOGMASK company for several years in a row to share their great products, to have a lot of giveaways, to do some reviews, that sort of thing. Well, anyway, they're going to be sending me out a ton of VOGMASK in the next few days. I think they're already shipped, as a matter of fact. Sending out a ton of VOGMASK in the next few days, all kind of styles, all sort of colors and sizes, and the typical that I've been able to do. All these are the brand new ones. These are the ones that do not have the valves. I know you're like me. You love the valves. But unfortunately, the masks that they're wanting us to wear during this period of time are the valveless. And so they've come out with a brand new product a couple of months ago. They're all valveless. They all meet the criteria that are required by the, COVID CDC warnings or whatever. I'll do a review when it comes time. But anyway, they're sending me out a ton of those masks to give away. And so I know you're going to want to be a part of the channel. So go ahead and comment below the video and tell me you're looking forward to the VOGMASK. And be sure to hit the subscribe button. That's going to be very important when these giveaways come up. So you'll be notified when the giveaways come available, as well as I'll be selecting the winners of the drawings that I do out of the subscribers to this channel. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Maybe hit the bell notification off beside that. That way you'll be sure to be notified when those videos come out. We're going to be dividing the giveaways up into several giveaways. So there'll be many chances to get these masks into the hands of you. And I'm excited about doing that. I'm also, again, thrilled that the VOGMASK company has offered this generous donation in order for this to be possible, so that we can not only be safe, but we can wear a great product while we're doing it. It'll be absolutely thrilling. Anyway, I know this video's run very long, but again, the prayer requests, don't forget about those. Don't forget about letting me know that you want to be a part of my story, my words, or whatever I said it was a minute ago. I need to write that down, actually, before I get it really into it. But we're going to be starting that hopefully on next week, and sharing those stories every week, and it'll be fun. And then the VOGMASK giveaways, again, you need to be subscribed to make sure that you're eligible for those giveaways in a very near future. So thank you so much for joining me today, and until next time, stay stronger, friends.